energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Mail. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is the Don't Punt Hour with former Nebraska receiver.
Throwing over the middle, completes the pass. He's got speed to the end zone. Touchdown. 45 yards.
And return specialist.
This time he beats the kicker and one more.
DeMornay Pierson-El.
Not only does the sideline have confidence in Pierson-El, but Pierson-El has confidence in Pierson-El.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome in. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, come ticket weeknights. You guys can join in via the Starter Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. Excuse me, 5685. Let me enunciate a little better out there for everyone. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961. We got DeMornay Pierson-El on the Allo VIP line where they understand the importance of exceptional service with a local heart. DeMornay, how's it going on a Wednesday night?
It's going really, really good. You know, another day close to the game day.
Yeah, we're gonna leak into the Michigan-Nebraska football game a little bit. I know we usually wait till Thursday, but this is a big one. Very big game. 27 straight losses to ranked opponents. Finally get another opportunity. I mean, I say it all the time. Nebraska has embarrassed themselves, unfortunately, when they have had the opportunity to kind of put a spotlight on the program, and not by a lack of effort, but it just hasn't bounced our way. So hopefully this can finally be the time to switch ties a little bit and kind of put Nebraska on the map. I think that'd be, obviously it just would be a big win when you've lost 27 straight ranked, lost to 27 straight ranked opponents. So plenty on the line there. Before we get there though, DeMornay Pierson, I kind of want to talk on just these college quarterbacks. Before this season, I think there was a good idea on who the best quarterbacks were. Heading into the season where we're already in week 3, and there has been some major shifts. Was there a guy or a group of guys in particular that you thought, were some of the favorites or potential Heisman guys at the beginning of the year? And if so, who was kind of that cream of the crop for you?
Sam Levitt, of course, out of Arizona State. I mean, he had a fabulous season last year. I think he was a guy that was in the top 5 that people kind of were like a tier 2. Of course, the guy from Clemson, everybody had him high. Mm-hmm. Everybody had the guy from LSU high.
Yeah, Klubnik and Nussmeier have both kind of been meh. More so, Klubnik's really been struggling. But
not impressive at all.
Yeah, I agree. What about your boy Arch? Did you think he was overhyped, or did you think he could have that type of season?
It's hard to tell. I think hype is a bit of it. I mean, of course, he has a 5-star and everything like that. But I mean, this is his first time really, taking things at the helm. He has the potential to be that. We've seen him play and everything like that. So I believe it's there. I think he just has to kind of get in rhythm and play more consistent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the pressure was always way too big on that kid's shoulders. I think he will definitely be better. But like him being the hero of that Texas Longhorns team, like right now the team needs him to be good because they're going to lose games if he's not. The team's good around him. Like he's just going to have to start playing a little bit better ball. And unfortunately for him, again, I just think the pressure on his name was insane. And then we talked about it yesterday, but it's like, here you go, buddy. Go play Ohio State, the defending champs, game 1. And that'll wreck your confidence in a hurry. And it kind of feels like that's what happened. Especially when you watch that UTEP Miners game, you're just like, all right, I don't know what's going on with Manning. I was talking to Tristan Gomez, one of our ticket interns over here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like when I watch Arch Manning, it's a little bit of not that he's just like this terrible quarterback and he doesn't know how to read defenses, but it feels like he's reading it too fast, where he's going to like his first read and then before, again, the timing of the offense, before the timing of the routes there, like his eyes are jumping to 1, 2, 3, as opposed to just kind of waiting for the plays to naturally develop. And then, you see him, it feels like short arming a lot of them as a result, where he's almost throwing off his front foot because he's so hurried to get it out of there. And it feels like he's speeding through his reads. So that would give me hope that it's not that he doesn't know how to read the defense. It's not that he can't. It's just right now he's still a little bit too anxious and almost going through it too quickly before anything develops.
I can definitely see that. I think his nerves are kind of getting the best of him, overthinking, and just not letting the game kind of come to him and allowing him to get in his rhythm and flow. He's seeing it because he's making the right reads and everything like that. He's just not connecting. So the connection is strong, or there's a connection there. The connection is just not strong. And he's plays away of being consistent and everything like that. I think that the more reps he gets at things and the more he gets settled in games and not, do anything too crazy, I think the level of his play honestly will rise up. People are talking crazy just because the expectation is not necessarily being met. But when you go actually and look at, the throws he's doing, like he's making the right reads, it's just not getting there.
Yeah, that's why I wonder if I'm a Longhorns fan, I'm going to try to take a breather. And like kind of wait and see what happens. Because for me, it's just, again, it's breaking a record here over and over. Just uncomfortable. Looks like he's uncomfortable. Doesn't look like he lacks any sort of talent out there. Again, he is not a 5-star purely off his name. As much as you like to think nepotism can do that, there's real talent.
They're still trying to figure out, the weapons that they have around him. I know they have I think it's a Ringo, the receiver and everything like that, but that's still not, they had a first-round receiver last year. They had arguably 2 first-round receivers last year that, pushed things. You had a good running back and everything like that. They lost a lot. So, of course he has to hit guys and everything like that, but they're not the same team as they were last year. So you have a lot of young guys stepping up that have to figure their out. For the first time probably since Bijan Robinson was there, we really don't know, what that running back, looks like. I mean, since Bijan left, they've had a solid running back. I can't remember the kid's name that got injured, but he tore his ACL towards the end of the season. Or if he would have been a higher draft pick.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Quentin Joyner. He tore his ACL, I believe. that was the Texas running back you were thinking of. But nonetheless, yeah, the team's dramatically different. You lost a lot of talent heading to the NFL, heading to go play on Sundays. You got a quarterback in there who, yes, he's older in his college academic career, but his sports athletic career, doesn't have a whole lot of reps under his belt quite yet. And again, you put him against a foe that is Ohio State. It's just the confidence has been shaking. Another guy that's been surprising, tell you what, it broke my heart too. Watch out for Vandy and Diego Pavia. He's climbing up the list. South Carolina, Lenore Sellers. It hasn't been horrible, but this year he's 29 for 45, 64% completion rating, about 400 yards. Good average, 9.6. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's taken 7 sacks on the year already, just through those few games already, with a long of 64. How high were you? How high were you on Sellers heading into the season? Was he like one of your top 10 guys, and where are you kind of out right now with him?
I'm not sure about a top 10 guy. He was definitely somebody interesting and to look at and everything like that. It's one of those things that you gotta kind of still watch out for. He just got hurt. He has to play consistent. Mm-hmm. He's definitely a talent. I was a little bit higher on the guy at Ole Miss. I think he had a really, really high ceiling. He was a dual sport athlete. He was a baseball pitcher at Ole Miss and everything like that. I think he got hurt as well as last game, but sitting behind Jackson Dart and everything like that, Ole Miss kind of had things rolling. So I'm more intrigued by the Ole Miss guy than South Carolina's guy.
Are you talking to Austin Simmons?
I think so, yeah. I think that's his name.
Okay, yeah. Let me check out. I haven't actually looked at his hardcore stats yet. Let me see what he's cooking up this year. So far, 34 for 56. And again, I think he did get hurt. I think you might be right. 60% completion percentage, average of 10.4. You'll take that. 4 touchdowns, 4 picks, though. So tough split there. He's taken a couple sacks as well. And on the year, 4 and 4 in terms of touchdowns, interception ratio. It's pretty mid so far, given I think Ole Miss might have had some tougher competition early on. A few more QBs I want to keep going to, and we'll eventually equate this into where does Dylan Raiola fit in this whole picture. Other guys that maybe weren't talked about enough. Like the high risers for me, just to give you a couple, are Castellanos, Boston College, and then obviously he transfers over and he plays for Florida State after Florida State was some abysmal program, and they beat the brakes off Alabama this year. And then I just had him in the back of my head. I don't know why I'm blanking on it right now. Oh, Dante Moore, Oregon. He's been great. For a guy that wasn't talked about a lot in the offseason, he so far looks like it definitely looks like a top 10 QB in college football right now.
Yeah, I like the Oregon cat. The Oregon cat, there wasn't as much hype as like the last 2 years with Bo Nix and Dylan Gabriel coming in to kind of take over things. You know, he's been silently, I think one of the best. You can slide him definitely in there as a top 5 quarterback, actually.
Top 5 for sure. Well, let me just give you your stats as well. 78% completion rating. That makes him 3rd best in all of college football right now. 657 yards through the air, and he's got 7 touchdowns and 1 pick. It's a pretty good start for a guy who is just taking that's his first year starting for the Ducks, and he looks like he's been there for a few years. Lanning's good at getting those guys ready, especially his QBs, and he must just have a really good eye for talent, because we've talked about it before. He will go get a quarterback if he thinks he does not have a guy on the team. He's shown it over and over. This year they didn't do it, and he knew. He must have saw it that Moore is going to be. I mean, he has the opportunity, if he keeps going down this road, to have a career similar or better than Bo Nix or Dylan Gabriel.
You said say that again? It went out. It cut out.
Oh, but I said he's got the chance that if he keeps playing the way he does, he could have the better career than Bo Nix or Dylan Gabriel. Now, that's still a ways to go, but he's looking awesome.
Tall statement.
It is. But he's looking good. I mean, we'll see how Oregon, maybe we'll have to take a peek at Oregon's schedule as well. But he's looked awesome. And again, a guy that, they saw, they didn't go out and scramble and pay a bunch of money to get a new QB in there. He just fit in there perfectly. QBs that are surprising to you? Any more on the list? I know Carson Beck, Miami might be one. Who else we got? Mateer, Oklahoma as well. I think he's been impressive. Otherwise, I'm kind of fishing for everybody else. I said Castellanos just because I think what he's been doing this year with his legs has been really impressive. You can get lost in maybe some of the passing numbers, but what he's been able to do on the ground has been devastating for just about everybody who's come across his way.
I mean, he's winning for his team, so regardless, it doesn't matter. The game is going towards dual threat quarterbacks and everything like that. So I mean, he's definitely a weapon and exciting.
One more guy that doesn't get any love, maybe because it's just where he's playing conference wise. Rocco Beck, Iowa State. Just real quick, his stats so far. He's got 860 passing yards, 7 passing touchdowns, 1 pick, 2 rushing touchdowns. So he's got 9 total touchdowns on almost 900 passing yards with a couple of touchdowns on the ground as well. And only 1 pick. Beck has been tearing it up at Iowa State this season. And is there a world where Iowa State, well, I think that maybe they actually just lost. Who's your favorite to win the Big 12? I guess we could start off that way. Because the way Rocco Beck's playing right now, might be the team to look out for.
I think it's still too early. The Big 12 is kind of a big mixing pan. I mean, people go on 3-week tangents of looking really, really good and then lose. I mean, I think people were high on K-State and look at K-State. I think Kansas. I think they have a opportunity. BYU. I think it's just still too early to say. I think this team, because everybody's still figuring some stuff out. So I'm not quite ready to pick a favorite right now, but I definitely think Iowa State can definitely throw their name in the hat for that ring.
I did not realize it was getting this bad for Kansas State. Good morning, Pierson-El. I'm going through it. I know they lost to Arizona, and then I guess after the close win after North Dakota, they just kind of like cross-faced my mind. They lost to Army 24-21.
Yeah.
These records, these scores got to hurt them too. They lost to Iowa State to start the year in Dublin to pick up the Dublin curse before they head back home, 24-21. Then they win just barely. They beat North Dakota by 3 points, 38-35. Then they lose to Army by the exact same score they lost to Iowa State, 24-21. And then they lose to Arizona, 23-17. And now they have UCF coming up next. Get right,
That's
game.
a loss.
If Scott Frost loses this one, that's tough. That's tough on him. Because this is a down and bad. And I know a lot of people, I think, were picking, Kansas State was favored in that game versus the Iowa State Cyclones earlier on the season. And then for the perspective of the Cyclones, 24-21 win over Kansas State, we mentioned already. South Dakota dominant, 55-7 win versus Iowa. Great game. 16-13, they win that one. So that's a good, tough win right there, even if Kansas State maybe was originally tough. They seem to be slipping. And then, of course, Arkansas State, 24-16. However, I am actually wondering, is Cincinnati really good? Is there a chance Cincinnati's way better than anybody was going to give them credit for this year? Because you go look at what Cincinnati's done. They're 2-1 right now, and we'll see what it looks like on the road versus Kansas. But again, Nebraska, they lose only by 3 points. Bowling Green, 34-20. And then Northwestern State? Yeah, Northwestern State Demons. I know, I don't care who you play. You put up 70 points. That's a hell of a day from the offense. Who's your Big 12 teams that you're kind of looking at right now? Big 12 is just fun this year, I think.
I still think Arizona State is still a team to be messed with.
Probably Utah
I like them a lot.
as well. Sorry.
Utah as well. They're up there. I think those are probably some of the strongest teams when it comes to mind with Big 12.
Okay. I did not mean to go on like a Big 12 tangent there, but every time I look in that conference, I'll start looking through the record of another team. Like, for instance, Kansas State. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys lost to Army too. Jeez, it really is down bad. I didn't realize they were struggling that much. And to the same effect of Utah, looking at those guys last week, just seeing how they were starting to look. Utah is probably the favorite in the Big 12 right now, just the way they've been dismantling teams, but Iowa State undefeated as well. To finish up this segment, I do want to just quick get into it. We were talking before about the quarterbacks, about the top 10, maybe what we thought before the season and where we're at now heading into week 3 into the season, or week 4 for some teams. What are your thoughts on Dylan Raiola? Like, I know it's really early, but just kind of what you've been watching.
I think he's definitely one of the best quarterbacks in the Big Ten. Definitely one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. I mean, he's a general. He's getting teams in manageable third downs. He's executing on third downs. He's getting, the offense in the right area and whatnot. And that's what you want as a year 2 quarterback to take a big jump. So he looks really, really good.
Okay, let's do this then. This isn't my top 10 list for the quarterbacks, but it'll be good to use nonetheless. This is actually Joel Klatz. He's got a top 10 list here. You tell me which quarterback you'd rather have. Julian Sayin or Dylan Raiola. This list has Julian Sayin as the 10th best as of right now quarterback in college football.
I'm taking Dylan.
Okay, Dylan over Julian Sayin. And number 9, they got USC's Jaden Mavia. He's actually been really good. He's I'll give you his stats real quick. 989 passing yards already, 6 passing touchdowns, 0 picks, and let's see, and a couple of rushing touchdowns as well.
I'm still taking Dylan.
Okay. He's been good. You can go look at USC's schedule as well.
Look at kind of who they've been playing and everything like that. USC always starts off good and gets terrible after game 6. So I have to see after game 6.
Okay. Joey Aguilar, Tennessee. Number 8 is where they got him. 906 yards through the air, 9 passing touchdowns, 2 picks, 1 on the ground.
I like him a lot. That's a tough one. That one I might have to go the other way.
I mean, the way he's got Tennessee, and they got a big. Oh no, they don't have a big gutsy one. I keep forgetting the Georgia Dogs found a way to take back that win, but he has been looking really good. I'm okay with you there. Would you put him over Rocco Becht, Iowa State? I know we're skipping order here. He would be number 7, but we'll see if you just hardcore disagree with some of these guys as high up here as they are.
With who am I? What's
Rocco
the comparison?
Becht. We'll just skip over
and who?
Dylan Raiola.
I'll still take Dylan.
I would actually take Dylan over Rocco. I would take Tennessee's QB over Dylan, at least as of right now. I said it already.
I would agree with that.
Castellanos, Florida State, Dylan or him?
That's tough. I want to see Castellano a little bit more.
He's just a different kind of lead. I don't know.
He's exciting. I have to see how he faces with getting hurt or injury because he runs a lot. You know, so I when people kind of adjust to him and after they get more game film on him, I want to see how he adjusts and changes game. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I like him. I wouldn't have him all the way at number 6 on this list like they do here. I'm not sure top 10. He's just got a unique game. Really impressive with what he's doing. We'll just see, to your point, like, can you keep that kind of style up through the course of the season? We'll have to wait and find out. Haynes King, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's been hot, I feel like, these past couple of years. Haynes King, let's see, he is averaging 130 yards on the ground per game. Their quarterback. These all quarterbacks, obviously, in college football. He's only got 354 passing yards, though, but 0 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, and 4 rushing touchdowns. They have him all the way up here at 5, just simply because what he can do on the ground. What do you think of Haynes King, Georgia Tech? Do you like him that high? And I think you would take Dylan Raiola over him, just again going back to the running QB situation. But
he's scrappy. I like him. I would still take Dylan. What he does in that offense fits for them.
Yes.
I don't know if you put him in any other offense, he would be as successful. And that's not a knock on him or anything like that. Just the style and what he brings is just a little bit different. And if you're not kind of running that, it won't mesh with you. I feel like Dylan is a quarterback you can stick anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. Because I'm the same way. Like he's like on a lesser version of it, obviously. He's like the Jalen Hurts on the Eagles, where I think Jalen Hurts could be good at other places. I think he's at his absolute best with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think King's the same thing. He is good with Georgia Tech. If he goes anywhere else, he could probably still have a really good career. Coaches are going to notice his best ability is his legs. Again, he's averaging like 130 yards on the game. I know it's a lot of QB runs, but that's still impressive to do nonetheless. He would not struggle, but have way less significant numbers. I think at some other schools, unless the coaches were wise and just kind of rework the system similar to how Georgia Tech, really keyed in on King's ability. But yeah, I would still take Dylan Raiola, not because he's just amount so much better. I just think our offense with Dylan Raiola makes a lot more sense to try to plug King into the mix. All right, but that being said, we got to throw out the break here. Since we talked about Dylan Raiola, QBs all across college football, let's dive into a little bit of Michigan, Nebraska football. So don't go anywhere. Segment number 2 coming up next. We got De'Mornay Pierson-El on the LVIP line, Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s back at the Ticket Studio. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, welcome back in segment number 2. Don't Punt Hour, DeMornay Pierson-El, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As I think I said already at the very beginning, but 402-464-5685. You guys can join in. And, of course, DeMornay Pierson-El, we got him on the Allo VIP line. Want to talk a little bit Husker football here, but before we get there, quick update on your Kansas City Royals. Score right now, they are up 3-2 over the Seattle Mariners. Again, their record has slipped below 500 ever since yesterday with a record of 75-76 after they took a pretty tough loss to the Mariners last night, but is currently bottom of the 6th inning with the Royals. Got a 1-run lead. They've been hitting already, too. They got 8 hits, 3 runs. Meanwhile, Mariners, 3 hits and 2 runs. Other things to get to note, Memorial Stadium, going to be rocking this weekend. And I just want to kind of put this out here, because I know Raph mentioned the other day. I don't know when it would happen. Is there a possibility that we could have a Terrence Crawford fight in Memorial Stadium if he decided to fight again?
Potentially, but I don't think he's going to fight again.
Okay, you're not buying that he will fight again? I have no idea, personally.
Yeah, I think he's going to retire.
Okay. I mean, good job, man. Hell of a career. You don't really...
I mean, if it does happen, it would be cool. But, I mean, I'm being realistic. What else is there to do? He turned 38, I think, today or tomorrow.
Oh, man.
His birthday this week. There's... What else is there left for him to do?
Yeah, there isn't. I think to prove.
I'm not even going to entertain that idea. I'm not a betting man, but I'm betting that he's probably the last time we've seen Terrence in a ring. And I could be wrong, and if I am, so be it. But I feel like that's kind of like what it is.
Well, if you're wrong, I hope it's in Memorial Stadium, which is just won't be. It definitely won't be. I don't think. I just think it'd be really cool, though, if you could pull that off. I know Nebraska fans would spend a stupid amount of money. Maybe it could work in a bigger way.
Maybe.
It's just where those fights always end up in Vegas. We're going to New York. We're going to Dubai. It's Lincoln, Nebraska. I think would be a hard sell when it's you're fighting for Dubai or you're fighting for Lincoln Memorial Stadium. It'd be interesting. To your point, I'm not going to be surprised though if he just doesn't go ahead and box anymore and he goes and hangs it up. But we'll have to wait and see. Just for the fun of it, do you know what the record is attendance-wise for the most live audience boxing event?
No, I do not.
Okay. Do you think it'd be more or less than what Memorial Stadium has, capacity-wise?
I would say close, because I think maybe Allegiant was up there pretty big. So it'd be close to that.
What if I told you the town and state was Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
You said Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin is the place that has the record.
Yeah, that's shocking to me.
Oh my gosh, it's giving me these streaming numbers. It was Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The number is 135,000 people came to watch it.
What event is that?
I'm trying to figure out who he was boxing there. but it was unreal. Okay, largest attendance at a boxing match. This should be it right here. I want to get this. Okay, yes, Tony Zale versus Billy Pryor. Where? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. August 16th, 1941. 135,000 people showed up in person, all surrounding that arena. And again, it wasn't like Memorial Stadium where you had like super awesome vertical seating, at least on the very, very hard to kind of look at black and white pictures. I just thought that was insane, though. Like, I think sometimes people forget. At one point in time, in 1941, 135,000 people got together to watch a boxing match between Tony Zale and Billy Pryor. That blew my mind for whatever reason. That in 1941, 135,000 people were watching boxing in Milwaukee at that level.
Yeah, that's shocking to me. I for sure wouldn't have guessed that wasn't on the list or radar at all.
No, that's why I threw the town out there. I thought you'd say like, oh, Milwaukee, definitely under 90,000. I didn't catch you on it though. Way over 90,000 by about 45,000 more people. Shout out Milwaukee. I don't know how many people in Milwaukee know that they have the title for that. No one else can say that. The state of, the city of Milwaukee can claim that they have had the largest attended boxing match. All right, that's a little side tangent I just want to get off of since we're on Crawford. What do you think the line is right now for Nebraska football versus Michigan? And it has moved, to give you a hint. It did open at 2.5 in favor of Michigan.
I would say it's 3.
Moved even less favor of Michigan. Now it's only 1.5 spread. So
they're saying it can go. They're saying it can go either way. They're not confident with Michigan.
It's 49 points, and then you go to the matchup predictor, not what Vegas says, but ESPN's own analytics. It's still like dead even. 49.7% chance for Michigan. Do your quick math there. 50.3% chance for Nebraska football to get the win. The leaders in this one, again, Dylan Raiola. He's got 829 passing yards. Bryce Underwood, he's got 628. He has got 2 touchdowns and 1 pick, 46 for 80. And Dylan Raiola, in comparison, perfect, pretty much 72 for 94. Good enough for about 78% completion rating and 8 touchdowns, 0 picks. The problem for this is the part that scares me. Justice Haynes, the running back from Michigan, we have to figure out a way to stop him. Just going through his last few games here. And their first game of the year, he had 16 carries for 159 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 9.9 per carry. Versus Oklahoma, 19 carries for 125 yards, 6.6 per carry. And he had 1 touchdown as well with a long of 75. And I chose University of New Mexico. He had 3 touchdowns and a long of 59. And again, he had 16 carries for 159 yards. The last game, Central Michigan, I know, make what you will, but 14 carries for 104 yards, 1 touchdown, and a 20-yard long. How do you stop an elite back like Justice Haynes on top of knowing that Michigan's bread and butter is that offensive line? Like, what do you think the strategy for Nebraska is going to be early in the game? Is it just going to be trying to stop the run completely at all costs and letting Underwood take his one-on-one matchups on the outside, or what would your mind go to?
You have to slow down the track. So meaning with the running back, if it's a stretch play, if it's a zone play, necessarily he doesn't hit that. He doesn't hit the hole like with his normal timing. So at the point of attack on the offensive line, you have to make him, bow a little bit or pause a little bit to stop that momentum. I think that's a key part with stopping the run game. And then we've seen it with Oklahoma. You have to fluster and get the quarterback. You have to get him uncomfortable. You get him uncomfortable and everything like that, they play behind the sticks. Whether that's, a mix of blitzing, good tackling, making sure, the quarterback gets touched, making him feel suffocated in the pocket. We can't let him, turn it into somewhat what Cincinnati's quarterback did with beating us kind of with his legs. We can't allow that to happen. That will be big news for us. So we have to get to him. We have to, make him feel. We have to make the quarterback feel, pressure and everything like that. Get him a little bit antsy, and establish a dominant push to where the running back doesn't gain his momentum.
Yeah, you broke it down in better terms than I could, but I agree. I mean, just not that Underwood is this bad quarterback, and if we make him throw, the game is ours. But just going through his games, for Underwood now. So the first game was his best game. 21 for 31, 251 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Pretty good. It was the Oklahoma game where you really saw him struggle. 9 for 24, only 142 yards, and most of it coming off of 1 long ball. 37% completion rating, which is horrible at that kind of level, and no touchdowns, but no interceptions either. But again, 9 for 24, 37% completion rating. You really credit Oklahoma's defense, but at the same time, not great for him. And that game was on the road as well, so you're kind of hoping maybe the road struggles come up again. Versus Central Michigan, a little bit of a get-right game for him. 16 for 25, 235 yards. Completion rating goes back up, 64%, and he had a long of 32 yards. Are you super worried about Underwood if we can get him to force him to air the ball out more and kind of take out of Michigan what Michigan usually wants to do, which is just run you through the trenches until you start breaking out some of those bigger runs? And again, Justice Haynes, that's his best weapon. Is if you give him some daylight, he can pop off some runs for 70+ yards.
No, if we make him uncomfortable and get him off of his game, I'm definitely more situated with that. I think Michigan receivers have been talked about by the media as of here lately of just kind of underperforming. So if we can make it more so of that game or more so of he's not getting his first and second read, I'm more comfortable with that.
I'm trying to figure out where this game comes down to. Who's got the better offense? Who would you say?
I think we have the better offense.
Okay, who's got the better defense?
That's debatable.
Okay, who's got the better special team?
I think Michigan has more veteran players that have played and understand the system. Like guys that have been in the rotation a little bit more, guys that have had more playing time than collectively as a group on our defense.
Okay.
From defensive line to linebacker to linebacker. I mean, from linebacker to DBs. I think our DBs probably are about the same as far as like playing time, and then kind of everybody else for Michigan. I feel like they've kind of been in that system. They've been in the two-man rotation and have had significant time. So I think what the game is going to come down to is how well we manage the blitz. Because Wink is, he's a NFL coordinator. He was the reason why Baltimore was so good, a few years ago and everything like that. They made some deep runs in the playoffs, but still kind of lost and everything like that. He's known for blitzing. So he's going to try and apply pressure. Regardless, he doesn't care that it's coming. It's okay, you have to stop it. He might send more than we can block. So Dylan having some outlets and being smarter to understand, okay, if this is coming, these plays to get to that way we can gash them and kind of hurt them. So managing the blitz is the first important part on the offensive side. And then the defensive side is flustering the quarterback and making him not use his legs to get comfortable in the game.
I like it. Who's got the better special teams?
Us.
Okay, who's got the better head coach?
Well, their head coach is suspended, so clearly us.
Yep,
even
exactly.
outside of that.
Exactly. Quarterback.
I think us. Dylan was the number one quarterback in his class. He's year 2 in a program. He's year 2 or a year and a half into the same system of stuff and everything like that. Our quarterback. I'll take a veteran quarterback over a freshman phenom.
Okay, final question for you. And again, we'll talk about this again tomorrow, and we'll get off this on the third segment. Does Nebraska finally have the culture? Again, if all those things are true, is Nebraska finally have the culture to take advantage of those facts that at least we agree on for a lot of those positions? Or are we still playing? Are you worried to see it? I know you can't predict the future. Are you worried to see a team play scared, or are you confident they're going to be ready?
I'm confident they're going to be ready.
Music to my ears. I'm like on the fence.
I think this is the coach rules coming out game. I think this is the people were drinking the Kool-Aid. No, this is chugging the Kool-Aid type of game. Like I said it yesterday. I think this game is bigger than the Colorado-Nebraska game was last year. I think this is a bigger stage. I understand they had Travis and Shador and Dion. It may be a star-studded, but I think for program-wise, football-wise, one that we need to get, and the one that everybody's already behind rule, but to get the official seal and to move forward, this is the game to do it. Once Rule and the staff does this, I think the floodgates open to what things can be for the rest of the year. I
like it. I've been seeing this pop up around too. Before we throw it to our third break here, is people are talking about the Matt Rules, like his record versus ranked teams. I'm like, yeah, he took 3 dumpster fires. The first 2 years, he probably took like a lot of losses, especially versus ranked opponents. So his record versus ranked teams is 3-22. I understand why that's not a great record. Same time, year 3 is usually when he got those. I know that's where he got 2 at Temple at the very least. And I think he maybe got 1 at Baylor. Can't remember if it was Baylor or somewhere at the other school. But again, he was taking over really bad programs. So year 1 and 2, most often than not, anytime they got a ranked opponent, there was little to no shot that they were going to be able to get that win just based on continuity, talent, people understanding the culture. So we'll see. Hopefully he can make that 4-22 for his college football career versus ranked opponents. Because again, Nebraska is 0-27 in their last 27. We'll throw out the break though. We'll get off Husker football. We'll wrap up with a little bit of NFL. Don't go anywhere. Don't Punt Hour. Good morning, Pierson-El, Harrison Arns.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion, for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Pierson-El.
All right, wrapping things up here with former Husker Pierson-El. As always, from 8 to 9, Monday through Thursday. Appreciate you guys joining in. As always, update on your Kansas City Royals. Mariners tied up 3-3 end of the 7th inning. And again, your Kansas City Royals with a record of 75-76. Mariners 83-68 currently on the year, and not a whole lot of MLB left in the regular season. Final thing I want to wrap up with you. Good morning, Pierson-El. I know we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Let's get a recap on some of these NFL injuries that have been going on here. First one, Justin Fields is being ruled out for a concussion for Sunday's game at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Surprised me. I didn't realize the concussion was actually that bad where he's going to have to sit out a week, but he will sit out a week versus the Buccaneers. Is that pretty much spelled doom for the Jets? Do they have any shot without Fields?
No, I mean, Tyrod Taylor's a backup quarterback. He's a veteran. He's a veteran guy. He's seen a lot of defenses. They can pull out a win. He's won a lot of games. He's been a lot of places. He's been a starter for a while. They'll be fine. They can definitely pull out that win.
All right, moving on here then. Minnesota Vikings. Those who saw J.J. McCarthy, he is going to be, what is the timeline? He will be out. I believe it is, I just had the amount of weeks. Okay, maybe it is just this week right here. Yeah, they'll be without their starting quarterback. Looks like just this week as a result of the ankle sprain. And then they won't have their starting running back either with Aaron Jones. Cam Akers probably had to pick up the load there. Minnesota Vikings, let me see who they got coming up here ahead.
They got Jordan Mason. They traded for Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason is going to be the bell cow.
Okay, Jordan Mason. Good correction there. And the Vikings are playing this week. Oh, it's the Bengals. There you go. Who wins this one? Bengals without Joe Burrow or Vikings without J.J. McCarthy?
Vikings.
I agree. I thought we'd have a little bit more fun with that one, but yeah, no. I think the Bengals are a little bit cooked. The Browning was fun. I don't know if I can expect another 3-interception game and then a win somehow right behind it. Final one here. San Francisco, well, sorry, we're on Joe Burrow. Might as well just say it. I think we talked about it yesterday, but yeah, out for 3 months at least with the turf toe injury. Again, they said some ligaments were torn in there. San Francisco 49ers, Brock Purdy is able to practice in a limited fashion. Do you expect a fully healthy Brock Purdy, or do you think they're going to I never know how they go about these situations. If they kind of want to just ease him into it, or do you think he'll be just fired up, ready to go for their upcoming game this week?
I think the smarter thing is to play. I think the smarter thing is to let Mac Jones get in there. And Brock has had some health issues now.
Yeah, he's
had some injuries. So it's still early in the season. You're still, I think, undefeated. You're playing Arizona. Your defense should be good enough to kind of get you a win out of that. Mac Jones didn't play terrible. Let Purdy sit and kind of get all the way healthy, because once you start getting into the teeth of the schedule and everything like that, you rather have Brock then. So lick your wounds, allow you to get situated, and come back in a week or two.
Yeah, they're in a pretty interesting spot too, and maybe not all that interesting because it is so early in the NFL. But you look at the 49ers 2-0. Cardinals are pretty good this year, or at least so far. I mean, they've looked nice. They're 2-0, and the Rams are 2-0, and the Seahawks are 1-1. Just one of those divisions where we'll see how many games they can afford to drop before it could be a final year for the Cardinals, or maybe the Rams kind of pick up again where they left off. But it feels like it should be wide open for the 49ers. But again, I'm sitting here looking at the Cardinals, Rams being 2-0, and of course the Seahawks being 1-0. NFC South, Buccaneers running away with that one. We won't touch that at all. And that's all I really got on the injury report. I think that's everybody that we really need to be worried about. I'll ask you this before we get out of here. Good morning, Pierson-El. I know we're talking a lot of NFL. We're mixing in some Husker football as well. But just real quick, since we didn't give them the due credit, how about Husker volleyball pulling off the win versus Creighton yesterday, all the way in the 5th set? And Creighton volleyball to this day does not know what it's like to beat Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to them. They're playing high level volleyball. I mean, they are ranked. They're ranked as high as they are for a reason. So I don't expect anything less.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are just unreal. Like, you start the season, give me number 3 Pitt. All right, you win that one 3-1. Give me number 6 Stanford. All right, sweep those guys. Then you beat Lipscomb. Give me number 7 Kentucky. Reverse sweep. Great. Give me Wright State, California. You sweep both of those guys. Utah, you only drop one set there. You sweep Grand Canyon. And then last night, give me number 18 Creighton. Not a reverse sweep, but nonetheless, I don't know. I'm always it is just always incredible to see the Husker volleyball team find ways to win in situations that, again, that Creighton one, it was rowdy. Creighton broke their volleyball attendance record as well. The most attended indoor volleyball match, I believe, in history right now. Not overall, because we have the outdoor, but a heated environment in Creighton. And once again, the Husker volleyball team finds a way to pull it off, and they stay undefeated. All right, good morning, Pierson-El. That's going to wrap it up for us. Appreciate you as always. You can join us one more time tomorrow, same time, Thursday, but don't go anywhere. Up next, we got Raph's Good Take on Sports. Chris Raph is back. He'll talk to you next.